I just want you to know this may disturb some of you, and I have to take that risk to be honest at all times. There are two right now. There are two major possibilities: that Joe Biden won the election honestly, or that he won it dishonestly. And I'm not saying that Joe Biden was involved in the dishonesty. If that was the case, I'm just making. I mean, there is a third option, and that is that if he won it dishonestly, then President Trump won it honestly. I understand that. That's a very difficult hurdle to prove. I think we have to realize that. He has every right to try it, as Alan Dershowitz, who I assume voted for Biden, has just made clear in a column. The president has every right to try, and there does seem to be a cheating. But I would pose this question, since I don't want any conservatives to make up scenarios that are not true. That would bother me even more than if the left lied, because if my side lied, then we really have little, if any, hope for the society. So it gives you an idea of how committed I am to the truth. Having said that, there was a question that I posed the other day, and I would pose it again. Do you believe, I'm not asking if you believe that there was widespread cheating. I'm asking you this question. Do you believe that if Democratic operatives could get away with it, or think they could get away with it, would they cheat? See, that's a very important question. If they could get away with it, or thought they could get away with it, would they cheat on a large, in a large way? Would they do so? And I made the point last week that if you believe that you are preventing the reelection of a fascist, of a white supremacist, of a Nazi sympathizer, of a dictator, aren't you morally compelled to cheat? Somebody wrote me a letter saying that he was disappointed in me. I disappoint a lot of people regularly, but this person was disappointed in me because I gave the green light to Democrats to cheat. But the green light is dependent upon the belief that is a dramatic lie. But how could I deny that? If I, as a Republican, truly believed that this country was about to elect a Nazi sympathizing fascist white supremacist dictator, would I not cheat? I mean, morality, as I've made clear, and a lot of religious people do not realize this because they believe in absolute morality, which of course I do too. But they don't understand that the situation determines the absolute morality. You go through a red light if the person in your car had a heart attack. The notion, of course the ends justify the means. Of course they do. Noble ends, you want to have noble means whenever possible, but we dropped an atom bomb on Japan to end World War II. The end justified a terrible deed. Japan was the aggressor. That's a very important point. It was a systematic torturer and genocidal force in Asia. Ask the Koreans about that one. Ask the Chinese about that. And probably millions of lives were saved because of the atom bomb. So I'm just making the point that there are times when you do terrible things for a greater good. And a terrible thing is to cheat in elections. But if the greater good is not having a neo-Nazi fascist white supremacist dictator, then I get it. So the left can't have it both ways. They can't say, we wouldn't cheat, but Trump is a neo-fascist, fascist, neo-Nazi, white supremacist dictator. You can't have it both ways. If you believe that, then you would cheat. And if you wouldn't cheat, there's something wrong with your moral system. See, the problem is they're never challenged because they don't listen to talk radio, they don't read our websites, they don't watch Fox News, they don't read the Wall Street Journal editorial page, opinion page. We read them, we study under them, we watch them, we hear them. They don't watch us, they don't study under us, they don't hear us, they don't read us. That's the big difference. That's why they won't debate us. There's another reason they won't debate us. They're wrong. It's all passion. It's all demagoguery. How many times have I offered $10,000 to $20,000 to have a New York Times columnist debate me or anyone that I would choose on America, on leftism, on conservatism, the big issues. Should America be a religious country? I could think of a whole host of topics. I don't blame them for not debating. I've never seen a left-right debate. And it doesn't. I don't mean it. I don't say it doesn't exist. I've never seen one where the left has won. They're very rare to begin with. Back in a moment.